Welcome back to West and East Shared Stories, the channel where the quiet wisdom of the East meets the ever-evolving curiosity of the West through culture, design, philosophy, and the art of meaningful living. If this is your first time here, we're so glad you found us. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you won't miss any of our weekly stories that reconnect you with the essentials. Today, we explore a word that's hard to translate, but even harder to forget once you feel its truth. It's a word whispered through the tea ceremony, written in the lines of handmade pottery, found in moss-covered stones, faded wood, and the deep silence of a still morning. That word is Wabi Sabi. And for minimalists around the world, it's not just a concept, it's a way of seeing. So, what is Wabi Sabi? Wabi Sabi is a Japanese aesthetic, a philosophy, and more deeply, a way of being. It celebrates the imperfect, the impermanent, and the incomplete. It's about accepting cracks, honoring age, and finding beauty not in perfection, but in authenticity. In a world that constantly tells us to strive for flawless, Wabi Sabi says, "You're beautiful because you're real." Let's break it down. Wabi originally referred to a sense of simplicity, solitude, and quiet beauty. It embraces nature, humility, and minimalism. Sabi is the beauty that comes with time, things that are aged, weathered, worn. Together, Wabi Sabi teaches us to see grace in a chipped bowl, poetry in a wrinkled face, elegance in faded fabric, and meaning in silence. Now let's ask the second part of our question. Why do minimalists love it? Because minimalism is not just about getting rid of stuff, it's about keeping what matters. And Wabi Sabi helps us redefine what matters. It tells us that the worn, the simple, the quiet, these are not less than. They are more real, more grounded, more human. Minimalists love Wabi Sabi because it removes the pressure to make things perfect and invites us to make them true. Let's walk through an example. You have a wooden table. It's scratched. The edges are softened from years of use. You could replace it with something new, glossy, and modern. But you don't. Why? Because every mark tells a story. Meals shared, letters written, moments lived. That table has soul. That's Wabi Sabi. It's not anti-beauty. It's deeper beauty. In design, Wabi Sabi shows up in natural materials. Clay, stone, linen, wood. It avoids symmetry. It welcomes asymmetry. It leaves space for air to move and light to fall gently. In lifestyle, Wabi Sabi teaches us to slow down, to appreciate a rainy day, to find peace in a quiet corner, to sip tea and watch leaves fall without needing to do anything. In relationships, Wabi Sabi gives us the freedom to love people as they are, not flawless, but fully themselves. And for the West, this is revolutionary. Western culture often pushes perfection. Perfect homes, perfect skin, perfect routines, perfect Instagram feeds. But Wabi Sabi whispers, let it be uneven, let it be real, let it be enough. That's why it resonates so deeply with the minimalist movement. Because both ask the same question, what can we let go of to love more deeply what remains? At a time when we're overwhelmed by choice, speed, and pressure, Wabi Sabi offers an antidote. It says, pause. Look closer. You don't need more. You need meaning. It shifts us from consuming to cherishing, from chasing to noticing, from polishing to being. And in that space, life begins to breathe again. So how can you embrace Wabi Sabi in your own life? It doesn't require money, or a Japanese tea house, or perfect stillness. It starts in small things. Keep the cracked mug if it warms your hand just right. Don't repaint the wall if the faded color reminds you of home. Light a candle. Sit in silence. And just be. Wabi Sabi is about creating space for the soul to stretch. And sometimes the soul needs chipped edges to feel whole. At West and East Shared Stories, we believe the world doesn't need more perfection. It needs more presence, more softness, more Wabi Sabi. So if this story brought you a breath of peace, a moment of clarity, or even just a deeper exhale, give this video a like, share it with someone who needs less pressure and more peace, and subscribe for more East-West wisdom every week. Until next time, may your life be soft, unfinished, beautifully imperfect, and deeply enough.